Hey guys, what's up? Thunder Mario here, and today I am doing another voice recording, whatever, little thing. So this is gonna be my new series, and it's gonna be called Thunder Reviews. And basically, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be, well, reviewing or whatever, or like, what's it called, ranting about a certain game video that, I don't know, like, it can be any certain video, or channel, whatever. Like, I'll just be reacting or whatever sort of thing, giving my honest opinions. And the first thing I'm gonna react to is one of my first series. I posted like 2 years ago, I guess. Can you guess what it is? Nope. It is the Amazing Mario Bros. Now, this was one of my most oldest series. It's been for 2 years now. It's gone on its second year, and its second birthday just passed, which like about 2, 3 weeks ago. I'm not sure. But I think the planned release date was originally going to be June 3rd. Now, you guys may be wondering, why is it uploaded June 4th? Well, let me just get started. I'm just going to let that aside for now, because I know. But I'm going to let that aside. I'm going to talk about that later. But for now, what I want to do, what I want to say right now is it worth it? Like, is it worth me watching it? From my perspective. And I'll be honest, it's not my favorite season, and it's not because it was early on, mainly because of the storyline. This season was originally to be planned to be focused more on Mario's parents. This was going to be a storyline where Mario would have to get the answers from a certain villain. Now you guys all may be wondering, why was Blackbird in the series? And yet he didn't have enough screen time, like, to begin with. Well, to begin with, what I had for my original plan was Blackbird being the main antagonist, hiding an answer from Mario to actually fight him, and this way that Mario would have to fight him in order to get the answers. However, Mario ends up killing Blackbird, and well, Blackbird does say a certain secret that spills out to Mario, which would continue on to his next quest in Season 2. That was going to be my original story for Season 1. Unfortunately, due to the actually time, there was absolutely no way I could have done this. And if I had enough time, this season would have been done very fast, like by April, and would have been published to you, not delayed. Well, it would have been the first episode published, like, not even delayed. It wouldn't be even delayed by June 3rd or June 4th. It would have been uploaded just straight to YouTube and June 3rd at 7 o'clock. That was my original release date. Unfortunately, due to internet issues, this could not happen. Mainly because of internet issues. And actually, my internet was down at the time. So, there was really no way I could have pulled that off to its perfect release date. Now, what I wanted, now, you guys all may be wondering, why isn't Blackbird in the series? Well, basically, based on the storyline, the new storyline I got, there was absolutely no way I could have never done Blackbird correctly. Even if I tried to, there was absolutely no way I could have fitted him in. There was no way I could have done this very perfectly the way I wanted. This was not my original vision, and if I had at the time to actually do my original vision, this season would have been epic, and I wouldn't even be making this video right now. It would not have been near close to making this video. Unfortunately, well, I have to make this video because, well, I don't know what else to say about this season. This season is one of my least favorite, and if I had to give it a rating, I'd have to give it a 6.3 out of 10. Or 6.1, I'm not sure. Maybe around those. Now, I don't really see why people like this season. It's not my best work. It was not what I planned. Unfortunately, Mr. L, you guys all may be wondering, why is Mr. L in the season, and why was he... Well, let me tell you this. Luigi was originally going to be introduced in Season 1. He was never planned to be released in Season 2, or Season 2, blah, blah, blah. Why am I getting my words mixed up? Luigi was originally going to be planned in Season 2, not Season 1. Basically, due to the lack of time, there was absolutely no way I could have fit in any characters to be the main antagonist, and mainly because I didn't have enough plushies to think of at the time. So, basically, I had no choice but to figure out a plan. How am I going to make a villain that's gonna try and at least fit in season 1? And I had no choice but to choose Mr. L, because out of all those, I did not like Mr. L. Yeah, you guys all may be wondering, but you're a Speak Luigi fan. Yeah, well, I don't really like Mr. L. I mean, he just doesn't seem to fit in very well with my season 1. I mean, basically, my original... Now, I didn't like Mr. L. Not his character, but his appearance in season 1. I didn't like it. I mean, I have to say, if I had to rewatch my season again, I'd probably get bored by the time I'm like 10 minutes into it. And a lot of people complain about how Mr. L was introduced the last 30 minutes. Now, that is not my fault. There was no way I could have fit this in. Now, what I wanted... Oh, sorry. What I wanted to do with this season is basically that Mr. L would have to be introduced in season 2. Now, the main origin was going to have to be that Marcus would have to create some sort of symbiote known as the Shard. Well, spoiler alert, because the Shard was introduced in season 1, to be honest. The Shard, and that basically caused it to go all over the world, and that would have to form with Luigi. And that would be the origin of Mr. L. Now that you may all be wondering, how would it form into Luigi? Basically, it would go around the world, sizzling, and pretty much, it'd do like some sort of same effect as Venom. And basically, once it found its main, I guess, I don't know, main protagonist, I'm not sure really how to describe Luigi or something. I guess he is a protagonist, but who knows? I mean, I don't know. But once it found Luigi, it would bond with him, and Luigi would have been in trouble trying to get out of the symbiote. It would change his character up a bit, up until he would have to go into coma, and well, he turns into Mr. L. That was my original plan for Mr. L. Unfortunately, due to the limited amount of time, there was absolutely no way I could have done this, nor would I have been even close to doing the exact same origin. As you may all know, Marcus was not bionic at the time, so yeah, I mean, that was originally going to be planned for season 2, but not for season 1. I mean, I could have done Marcus bionic a little bit earlier, but then again, which villain you guys would have to focus on? That's what I wanted. I wanted you guys to know which villain you're going to be focusing on, because season 2, I don't know, I mean, I think the villains are just all over the place. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think I could have had a much better vision with it if I didn't have to introduce Mr. L as the main antagonist in season 1. This season was probably not even my favorite. It was probably, I mean, I didn't get to do my original vision. I wanted some episodes to be into parts, but the people said no. Mainly because I had to get this season out early. I mean, it was like around May time, or around early May, late April. I had only a month left to do it, so I basically had no choice but to actually have to rush these episodes out. I mean, I'm sure their release dates are very far behind, but honestly, I want to get the filming done, and then the editing, and then the published, and that's why I had very limited amount of time. This season would have been, if I wasn't lazy enough, or if I didn't have any story time problem, this would have been very epic, and you guys would have gotten an episode every single week. But due to my likeness of the episodes, I had to do it every month, and now that's the schedule. Season 2, well, I'll talk about that in another video, but season 1, I just don't think it was not my best season. I think if I were to do it from my original vision, this would have been epic, and it would probably get like an 8 or 9 out of 10, right, in my opinion. There's no way I would have gotten a 10 out of 10, unless it was a perfectly original vision. I got all the lines correct. I got everything all perfect. Now, this is allowed for me to get a 10 out of 10 for my reaction. But for my reaction for season 1, I'd have to give it a 6. The only episode that really saved this is mainly the beginning episodes, which are episodes 1 through 3. That's what I had planned. And a bit of episode 4. No, episode 0 through 3, a little bit of 3. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, I just think that if I had to go with my original vision, I think this would have been done. But unfortunately, with running out of time, I could not do this. And you guys would have had this season done like by around the middle of, I don't know, like you guys would have had this season done by the middle of July. I'm just saying. And they actually basically the original schedule was originally going to be a new TMB episode every Wednesday. So you guys would have had this done by July, some like around the middle of July. So this season would have been, I mean, I'm not going to say it's my worst season, but it's basically not my favorite. So if I had to compare season 1 and 2, I don't really know what to choose, because, well, I haven't ranted on season 2 yet, so you guys are gonna have to look out for that. But in the next week, next Wednesday, I will be doing reviewing on season 2, and, well, I'm not gonna do season 3 yet, because, let's just say, it's not close. It's not close to being finished at the time. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, and, well, I like bacon!